Morning. Today I want to share with you what the church has meant in our lives. My church life started very early in the Netherlands, where I lived until I was 23 years old. Our family attended the Dutch Reformed Church, which has rather strict rules, like morning and late afternoon services, Sunday services. As a family, we attended both services. As a teenager, I tried to get out from attending that second service, which was not always easy. Mother always had very nice homemade soup on Sunday, and very often we invited either family or friends over for coffee and a cup of soup. Church was only church in these days. No fellowship afterwards, no cookies, no coffee, because we all knew one another and not many visitors came. I married Johan in Holland in that same church, and soon after the wedding we immigrated to California. And oh, what a relief! No parents hovering over me to see if we would go to church even 2 times a day, not even 1 time. Our church in California only met once on Sundays, and some people even went for lunch afterwards. Oh, there was so much fellowship and freedom, and we enjoyed this enormously, to the point that I even dared to suggest to Johan that we even occasionally could skip going to church. Nobody to watch over us. But to my surprise, Johan didn't agree with that. No, he said, too difficult to make a decision every Sunday about going or not going. Johan is still that way. For example, he insists we always do the dishes after dinner. No decision about that either, and how well that works, mind you. He is an engineer, inside and out, very pragmatic. I still tried, and I said, who are you to tell me that we should go every Sunday? I think I've gone enough in my life already to church. Mind you, Johan was raised in an orphanage and on his own very early, and had not gone to church that often. In the end, I agreed, and we decided to find a church we both enjoyed worshiping, and we would always go. In hindsight, that was one of the best decisions we ever made in our life. Little did we know then that we would be moving about 20 times in our lives, live in 4 different countries, and have we needed the church. Every time arriving in a new place, we made it our first job to find a church. Mind you, it's not so hard to do that in the States, where on about every corner there is a church, so to speak. It's almost like a smorgasbord of churches. One of the hardest things to let go of always were the comparisons we seemed to make with the church we came from. I learned to pray and ask God to let me bloom where I was planted. And for that, I needed strong roots. Thankfully, I had received and grown those, being raised by godly parents. In the mid-70s, we arrived in Lagos, Nigeria. And as you can imagine, there were not many churches to pick from. A significant percentage of the population is Christian, primarily Catholic, and many others are Muslim. As we entered this all-black church with our son, who was only 1 year, on our arm, we were very much welcomed and truly felt God's Spirit connecting us, in spite of our color. Only one other white family worshipped there, and they helped us integrate in the Christian community. This was truly a lifesaver, and I experienced the bond of love, tying Christians together. What an experience that was. I still remember vividly. We moved back to the States, then back to the Netherlands, when the opportunity presented itself to move to Abu Dhabi in the United Emirates. By that time, we had experienced that our church family was our instant family after moving to a new country or town. We did not know if that was possible in Abu Dhabi, truly a Muslim country. Abu Dhabi is much less conservative than Saudi Arabia, but still, it worried us if we could worship there. It became a condition if we would or would not move there, and the company agreed to have us check it out before making that decision. We lived in Abu Dhabi for 7 years, totally enjoyed our evangelical church with 27 nationalities. At times, it felt like heaven, thinking this is how it's going to be. So many different nations represented. We sang in the choir, taught Sunday school, started children's church, held women retreats, and it opened our eyes to the Muslim world. We've come a long way, so to speak, on our church journey, and nearly full circle as we now join the Presbyterian Church with the logo, "You have family in Lakeside." How true that is. It's given us a place to worship, to fellowship, to find community and friendship, a place to serve and truly feel at home. We came here 15 years as retirees, still rather young, but we also realized we could not just play all the time. And I assure you, we have found countless opportunities to serve and hopefully to make a difference in people's life. Amen.